Yes, sir. Are we live? Yes, we are. Come on. Welcome to those of you joining. Yes, guys. What are we saying? Just doing a quick poll so that you guys can get involved now. We have finally seen the day that Robert Sanchez has been dropped at Chelsea. I never thought it would actually happen, but it is happening. Yes, guys. Big game this for Chelsea. Huge game. What's going on? Welcome to those of you joining the stream. Kickoff is an hour away. No Chalobah. We're going to go through the team. The lineup is still not out properly on this. Let me see if I refresh it. It's still not there yet. But the Chelsea lineup does have Robert Sanchez in goal. We do not have Rob Sanchez to deal with. We've got to be happy with that, surely. But no Trevor Chalobah. Is João Felix still with us? No. I just have to wait a couple of minutes and the lineup should appear on the data. But for now, let's have a look at the Chelsea news. Because, of course, we've just signed someone. We have literally just signed someone. 13 seconds ago, Chelsea have done this. As soon as we start the stream, we've actually signed someone. And I'm going to put it up on the screen for you right now. I mean, I'm not over the moon about this because I don't know very much about this guy whatsoever. But we have just signed someone from St Etienne. So we've actually got a midfielder coming in. Oh, dear. But let's whack it up on the screen here. This is the latest Chelsea news. We are reacting to this live. As you can see, 13 seconds ago I got the screenshot. Matisse Amougou to Chelsea. Here we go. Deal done and medical tests are ongoing right now. The transfer is for Chelsea and not for Strasbourg. Oh, wow. I didn't see that bit when I first looked at the flipping news. So we've signed a midfielder for our flipping Blue Co club. Mate, what on earth are we doing here? I can't believe this. We have actually signed someone, but not for Chelsea. We've signed them for flipping Strasbourg. Wow. So this is out of nowhere. And we, as you can see from the screenshot, 13 seconds ago. Bloody hell. Thank you, Callum Fryer, for the £2 donation. Perfect lineup if Chalobah and Mark Guiu was in. Yeah, I think there's definitely a world where Guiu deserves to start today. Not because of anything he's done, but because of the failures of before. Why not send Amougou to Strasbourg and recall Santos? I mean, we might see that happen now. We might see that happen. Because guys, look, it says on the screenshot here, it says the transfer is for Chelsea and not for Strasbourg. It's for Chelsea and not for Strasbourg. Okay, I'm just woken up. I'm sorry. I'm being very slow here. Here's me saying, no, guys, read it. But I'm not actually reading it. I take it back. Read it again. Yes, sorry. Oh, dear. I literally have just woken up, so just allow me for a minute. We'll get into it slowly. But we have made a signing. The question is he any better than Leslie Ugochukwu? Is he any better than signing Andre Santos back? Matisse Amougou, guys, has joined Chelsea. For those of you just joining the stream, we have just seen a deadline day Chelsea transfer. 15 million euros. I just can't really get excited about this. Like, he's 19 years old. Let me go and have a look on the stat website and see if he's actually done anything. He's way more composed and flary. Okay. So he's played 17 matches this season in Ligue 1. No goals, no assists. Thank you, Jesse Sheriff, for the donation. Appreciate that. I don't know what we're really looking at here, to be honest. And Etienne aren't exactly doing very well at all in the league. It just seems like another stupid transfer that has been done based on, like, some statistics that we've seen somewhere. But, like, this guy doesn't actually look that good. When I'm looking at his stats, he just doesn't look that great. So the updates are that Chelsea signed Matisse Amougou from Saint Etienne. Wow. So what are your score predictions, guys? Let me know in the stream now. Get involved with the vote on the poll. Chelsea, 86%. 7% of you are saying draw. 7% are saying West Ham. Obviously, that will change the more of us that vote. It's a bit of lag there for a second. Sorry about that. If it did lag. 3-1. I'm seeing lots of 3-1s in the chat right now. 3-0 Chelsea, 2-0 Chelsea. I think this is going to be so tough, guys. I think this is genuinely going to be a really, really difficult outing for Chelsea. 2-1 win, says Cat Lego. Say 2-0, says Hallie G. 5-0 Chelsea. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? Thank you, Ivan, for the donation. Your 10th time on the stream. Thank you very much. Tonight, my club gets a big win over West Ham. Big greetings from revolutionary Serbia. Ivan. There's nearly 1,000 of you in here already. It's a great start to the stream. But Chelsea have made a signing. If you're just stepping into the stream right now, we've actually signed someone. I've also got the worst sunburn today. I don't know if you guys can see my neck. I'm so burnt. It was the first sunny day that we've had in Bali in I don't know how long. I actually sat out in the sun yesterday when I did the news video, after I did the news video. And I'm super burnt. But it's actually quite nice to have a hoodie on right now. But I'm looking at this again. Like, the more I look about this guy, the more I'm just like, what the hell are we doing? I just don't understand this transfer. Like, it's such a we're saying that we're signing the midfielder for Chelsea, but realistically, like, is this guy going to get anywhere near the team? But Matisse Amougou is joining Chelsea. Medical's happening at Stamford Bridge right now, so maybe at half time we walk this kid out. Kane Chukwuemeka has also completed his loan move now. Let me see if we can get the lineups up on the screen. There we go. The Chelsea lineups are out. Reece James right back. Tosin comes in for Trevor Chalobah. I don't think Chalobah's done much wrong since he's arrived, to be honest. Like, it certainly wasn't Trev's fault that we were beaten at Man City last week, but he comes out the side. You can see that West Ham lineup there, very similar to what we saw last time out against Villa. They're going to be pretty defensive. West Ham. It's going to be a really tough, aggressive game, this, for Chelsea. George, you genuinely deserve more subs. Well, make sure, if you're not subscribed to the George Benson Football channel, make sure you subscribe right now. We did hit 318,000 subscribers today, so thank you to those of you that are subscribed. And unfortunately, we don't have much more good news to discuss because João Felix is also on the way out to AC Milan, which, to be quite honest, is just a very baffling transfer. Considering now that we've signed a central midfielder, like we can't say, oh, we didn't sign anyone, but this kid is incredibly unproven. Is this guy better than Les? I can actually do a player comparison. We'll do a... Let me see if I can get... Compare. And I'll try and get it up on the screen if I can. I'll try and get the player comparison up between Leslie Ugochukwu and Amougou. Oh, dear. It's just funny at this point, isn't it? Felix wanted more minutes. Yeah, I can understand João Felix wanting to leave. And this is the thing. Like, even if we'd have got rid of Nkunku in this window as well, I wouldn't be surprised. And I wouldn't be annoyed at the player either. Like, these players didn't come in expecting to not play. Do you know what I mean? Okay. Leslie Ugochukwu. Because these guys actually are quite similar. Just getting the comparison up now. It's actually mind-blowing. Show criteria. Okay, this season. So, Matisse Amougou is 18? Or has he just turned 19? Leslie Ugochukwu. Okay. Oh, this doesn't look good, guys. This really doesn't look good. It's such a pointless signing. The more I look at this now, the more I think this is really pointless. He is a beast. He's a bulldozer. Okay, like, if you know something about Matisse Amougou in the chat and you've watched him play, let me know something that I don't know right now, because I clearly don't know much about this guy. Thank you, Bailey Lewis, for the donation. How do you feel about Trev being benched 3-0 Chelsea? He doesn't deserve to be benched at all. I'm trying to pull up the stats, but I'm not entirely sure if I can actually change the window. Okay, so here are the stats. You guys can see it now. Let me just quickly pull it over slightly. Two seconds. Okay, let me just extend the screen. Okay. So the stats here, this is a comparison between Matisse Amougou and Leslie Ugochukwu. If you've got this, if you can see the screen now, just keep an eye on these numbers. You can see my cursor. So they've played similar amounts of games this season. Amougou's played 17 times to Leslie Ugochukwu's 14. One goal and an assist for Ugochukwu, but no goals for either player. If you look at the XG and non-penalty XG here with expected assists as well, Amougou is outperforming Ugochukwu there, but also Southampton have been so bad this season. So, that's not really the ideal. We're not talking about a player here that's expected to come in and score goals. But if you look at the passing, in terms of percentages completed, 56% long ball completion for Amougou, which is 16% higher than Leslie Ugochukwu. But this medium and short term passing, short distance, sorry. Still quite asleep here. Like, these are not bad numbers, but they're not great numbers. 77% pass completion rate. Ugochukwu's playing in the worst team in the Premier League. And he's giving the ball away a lot less than this guy. Shot creating actions. Matisse Amougou is outperforming Ugochukwu on shot creating actions. Just looking at this, guys, I'm just take-ons. Tackled during take-on percentage. So Leslie Ugochukwu, when he tries to take players on, doesn't get tackled. Look at the success rate here on take-ons. This is insane. Leslie Ugochukwu, more than double the amount of successful take-ons than Matisse Amougou. You're comparing players who play in different systems. Yeah, it's fair enough. That's a fair point. But if you look at this, it doesn't really paint Amougou out to be the best signing that we could have made right now, does it? This is just another one of those stockpile the young players. I just don't understand, guys. I really don't. Let me just quickly plug my MacBook in before it dies. Give me a sec. I don't actually have to get up for that. Cool. We're charging. Well, we're 45 minutes till kickoff, and it's been an eventful start to the stream, that's for sure, because Matisse Amougou has joined Chelsea. What are you guys saying? Get involved with the poll. We're nearly 1,000 votes in already. 84% of you are saying Chelsea. 9% are saying draw. I'm tempted to say a draw as well, you know. I'm very, very tempted to say a draw as well. Hard not to feel disappointed about this window. I mean, it's just been very underwhelming, hasn't it? And it's not just underwhelming, but it's these loan moves as well. And you just get the feeling. Let's get this up on screen as well, because João Felix is also an AC Milan player now. Well, he's still got to undergo his medical, but he was in Milan already to watch the derby. I just find this insane, and we've not replaced him. I don't know. Unless Mark Guiu's going to be getting more minutes and Nkunku's actually going to be, you know, wanting to play. I just do not understand. Just do not understand. So you can see kickoff is approaching. Less than 45 minutes away from kickoff now. Chelsea-West Ham, massive game. Obviously, there's quite a bit of distraction going on with all this transfer news as well. We'll keep the Matisse Amougou stuff up on the screen for a while. Ali G's saying a draw. Got to say, this team always gives me hope. But I'm feeling a draw today. When I looked at the lineups, right, obviously we're happy that Jorgensen starts, and you guys can see just above me here that the live data says the lineup on the screen. Jorgensen being in goal, I mean, I think it was... I would absolutely riot if we weren't going to flip and play Jorgensen today. Like, if Sanchez somehow managed to keep his place today, I would have been absolutely fuming. Like, yes, I'm still slightly unsure, very unsure, really, about Jorgensen. Like, I can't be sure. Another piece of Chelsea news, Travis Akoma leaves Chelsea and joins Watford on permanent deal. Just quickly tweeting out the stream. Make sure I put yes, guys, at the top. We just lost another youngster. Yep, we've just sold someone to Watford. But this is what I mean. Like we're selling players from our academy to go and spend 15 million euros in footballing terms. Like this, it's not a lot of money, but at the same time, when you think about what this transfer window should have been, we needed a top striker. We probably did need a winger. Although, you know, I've complained about Garnacho, but it's because it's Garnacho. I'm not convinced about Garnacho. We have got rid of Chilwell and Renato Vega, which means that we have got absolutely zero cover for Marc Cucurella at left back, which is just absolutely mad. Joao Felix has been loaned out when we don't really have a replacement for him. Nkunku's still at the club, and Christopher Nkunku, at least Joao Felix kind of wanted to be here. At least we think. Like, you can see when Nkunku plays that he's just not interested at Chelsea anymore. We've got rid of Chukwuemeka as well. Like, we're making these loan fees and all this stuff. But how can you offload these players when we don't actually have any physical cover for them? Like, okay, we've signed this Amougou guy now, and I don't know very much about him whatsoever because I've never seen him play football before. But I just think yes, we've already got Lavia. So if Lavia's fit, then Amougou goes down in the pecking order even more. But what a dreadful transfer window. Like, it's such a bad transfer window. My opinions on Jackson on the left wing. Well, I would have said that. But now we don't have anyone else that can... You know, I mean, Mark Guiu is there. We know that Mark Guiu is a Chelsea player and he could be picked. But he's just not going to be picked, is he? So apparently Manchester United didn't want to pay the £5 million loan fee to Bayern Munich. Chelsea should be all over that for Matisse Tell. Chelsea, if it's... I just don't think Matisse Tell wants to come to us, does he? Let's be honest. That is the problem right now. Tell is not interested in joining Chelsea, which we kind of knew already. But today, we've just got to focus on winning this game, getting back into the top four. And look at this. Man City, guys. What an incredible window for Manchester City. They've signed Nico Gonzalez for 60 million euros from Porto. A really good player, actually, by the way. Meanwhile, we're signing flipping 19-year-old kids from St. Etienne. Like, that is the difference between two clubs right now. Chelsea and Man City. Man City ahead of us in the table. They've spent £200 million plus, I think, on players because they're having a bad season by their standards. Meanwhile, Chelsea were offloading half the flipping team and only signing a 19-year-old kid from St. Etienne, who, from what we have just seen, isn't that much better than flipping Leslie Ugochukwu, who is currently rotting at Southampton. Yes, they won at the weekend, so fair enough. But, like, he's going to get relegated. Like, what? Is that supposed to give him, like, an armour of steel around him? No. Like, we've just been absolutely rinsed here by our ownership. The sporting directors, if we don't get top four at the end of the season, I'm telling you now, it's not on Enzo Maresca. It's not Maresca's fault. Yes, okay, Maresca could have some blame. And if we're talking about, like, the allocation of blame, for me, it's way less for Maresca than it would be for the people that have been in charge of signing these players. Like, 40 million quid on Axel Disasi. We can't get rid of him. 60 million on Nkunku. who doesn't want to play for Chelsea anymore, even though he could have been a world-class player for us, but he doesn't want to be a Chelsea player anymore. We can't get rid of him because teams won't pay what we're asking for because he's not played football. João Felix is offloaded to AC Milan 6 months after Chelsea sign him. You sell 2 left-backs in one window, don't replace them. Like, it's an absolute disaster. And if you think that finishing in the top 4, being back in the Champions League, Chelsea competing for honours, if you genuinely believe when you see the way that these owners are running this club right now, if you think that's the priority based on this transfer window, then I think there is an element of delusion creeping in. Because if Chelsea were serious about finishing in the top 4, you address the problems in this window. And if you're going to get rid of players because Maresca doesn't fancy them, you bring players in that Maresca does like the look of. You bring players in that Maresca actually wants. They got rid of Ben Chilwell because they wanted to get rid of Ben Chilwell for ages. We saw Renato Vega, a bloke who we signed 6 months ago. He's already gone. He left before Chilwell because there were teams that actually wanted him because he did actually get some minutes this season. But Ben Chilwell, like, he just never had a chance. Yes, his form deteriorated. Yes, Chilwell isn't the same player that he was when Chelsea won the Champions League. But Ben Chilwell still would have something to offer this Chelsea team. Even if it's just experience. George, the owners have a completely different strategy. Well, yeah, we're aware of that. But unfortunately, when Chelsea are winning football matches, we can kind of ignore the strategy slightly because we're happy that Chelsea are winning predominantly because that's what we're here for as fans. We want to see our team win. But when the team winning comes into question and then you look at other teams around us, like it's just the basic comparison between Chelsea and Man City in this window is all you need to know. Man City underperforming, sign players in positions they need players in. They sign great players at that. We're talking like 50, 60 million pound signings. Marmoush, great signing. Gonzalez from Porto, I think is going to be a really good signing. They've also got Kachanov in there as well, who I know had a bad game against Chelsea. But like, great potential centre-back as well in there for some depth in the squad. What am I drinking? This is a hydration drink. It's I think it's called 4-5, the brand. We actually are about to have some very exciting partners on GBFC as well. Can't say it yet. But yeah, Vega forced his own way out. Vega forced his own way out because Vega wants to play regular football. But like, just deep it for a second. He joined Chelsea 6 months ago, man. He joined Chelsea 6 months ago. And let's be honest, it's not like he's not been one of the best players this season either. Like, he's played, and I think he started relatively well. He looks, Vega, like a decent player, and I'm happy that it's not a loan with an obligation. It's a loan with, just comes back to Chelsea in the summer. So Chelsea are actually getting some money in for these loan deals. Like Felix, I think we're getting 5 million. Disasi, it would have been 5 million quid from Spurs, but understandably so. Disasi doesn't want to go to Tottenham. I mean, that's not a surprise to anyone, really, is it? Guys, there's nearly 1,500 of you in the stream right now. Make sure you hit the like button on the stream. Stop sounding like a City fan. Mate. Are you having a laugh? How do I sound like a City fan? I'm just praising the way that they've gone about business compared to us. Doesn't mean I support Man City. Are you for real? I also do think there is an argument today, even though Colwill is obviously a left centre-back naturally. There is an argument that if anyone should have lost their place in the back two, it should have been Colwill if they wanted to put Tosin in there. Will we see Tosin keep going with his goal scoring? 240 million for Enzo and Caicedo is insanity. I mean, at least you can see what the goal was with that. At least you could understand that they wanted to buy some elite players that could become really great players. Caicedo absolutely has fulfilled what we thought he was going to do. The reality with Enzo Fernandez, we're still not quite seeing it at the level we'd want to yet. But we can see that there's a good player in there. But there's different levels of insanity when it comes to talking about the way that the owners spend money. Like, I think to spend so much money in one go without, like, testing the waters and ripping up a Champions League winning squad and then spending loads of money, that was insanity because it's a lot of money. But also, like, you don't just come in and rip up a Champions League winning team. That was insane. Now what's even more insane is that was like a try it once and hope it works kind of test, which it hasn't because we're still 6th in the Premier League. So you do that, but then the players that we're buying now don't help Chelsea at all. Like, I don't think... This is the first time, obviously, that we're reacting today to Matisse Amougou being signed because it's literally just happened. You guys can see the screenshot on the screen. I don't think we're going to be talking about Matisse Amougou as a player that comes into Chelsea, saves our season and gets us top 4. But the priority should absolutely be that because football should be the priority. Football, the results on the pitch should be the number one priority, but it's not that. And I'm seeing a couple of people saying you're so negative, but like, it's hard to get excited for what's happening on the pitch when you're so out of form. That's just normal in football. But also, like, we've had an opportunity here. We've had a transfer window to try and address some of the issues. But we haven't addressed the issues. So for me to be confident that we can actually go anywhere and do anything today against West Ham, when we've got still a striker that hasn't scored in I don't know how many games now, like, it does make it very, very difficult. Very, very difficult to believe we're actually going to win. Signed today, gone in 6 months. I mean, that could also be... That could also be the case, and it would not be a surprise whatsoever. Guys, make sure, if you're in the stream right now, make sure you're subscribed to the channel. 6 Things We Learn is the post-match review series. This will be out straight after the game today, of course, as we are live on GBFC. We are less than half an hour away from kickoff. I'll tell you another story about the spider. You remember in my old office we had a spider in one of the streams? There was another one in here the other day. Not as big as the one that was in the stream, but it was still big enough to get me, like, having a little ganders around. So I'm looking again now. It was actually the cleaner that we have who didn't steal from us. This one didn't steal from us. She came in and she managed to solve the problem. She got rid of the spider for me. But you never know. Chelsea definitely winning because no Sanchez. I mean, look, I'm still not so sure about Philip Jorgensen, but we'll back him. We're going to back him. I'm happy that he's starting, put it this way. But I think distribution's also been the worry. When I've watched Jorgensen play, he's made some good saves in the Europa Conference League. But like, it's still the distribution that I think could be the problem. Maresca is inept, says Todor. Get involved with the poll, guys. Chelsea 81%, draw 11%, West Ham 8%. I think in terms of the pre-match poll, I think this might be the least excited people have been and the least confident that people have been on a GBFC stream before the game actually starts. Only 81%, and pretty much I'm imagining The majority of us in here are Chelsea fans. Miss my thoughts on the new signing. Okay, we'll talk about it a little bit more. Like, I'm just very upset. I think I've just seen the word upset from Adam Harris in the chat. I think upset is the right word. I think it's a window that offered so much opportunity for Chelsea, because earlier this season, people weren't really talking about our squad harmony. People weren't really that bothered because, you know, I think the likes of Nkunku, the likes of Felix, a lot of the players that have obviously now either wanted to leave or have left. Renato Vega, another option. Vega's left. Felix, gone, on loan. A lot of these players would have thought, okay, well, if I do perform in the Conference League games, then I will get to play in the Premier League. And I wouldn't necessarily say that Felix was pulling up trees in the Conference League, but he was doing okay. And there were moments where, like, he deserved probably more. But the thing is, if we're going to get rid of these players, you've got to replace them, because Chelsea's injury history, like, have these earners not learned anything? Owners, and earners, I guess. Have they not learned from, since they've been at the club, the injury record of our squad is just atrocious. And, like, the fact that we are getting rid of Felix when Cole Palmer clearly hasn't been 100% fit. It's just insane. Update on Osimhen, please. There's no update, I don't think, unless I'm missing something here. But Osimhen in this January was never going to be something that was going to happen. Just seen a funny tweet. Maybe the loan for Felix was a sign for Nkunku to be used as a 10. Yeah, but like, at least when Felix is on the pitch, he tries. Nkunku has stopped trying. Like, I've never doubted Nkunku's ability as a footballer. I can understand why he doesn't get minutes as a number 9, because he's not a number 9. So, but when I see him come off the bench against Man City, like, he got a decent run out against City because Jackson was taken off early. Rightly so. But Nkunku didn't offer anything. Like, he offered absolutely nothing. He didn't press, hardly touched the ball. So, yeah, okay, Nkunku to be used as a 10, but, like, the man already mentally checked out of Chelsea, and because he wasn't getting picked, he stopped trying. That's not the attitude of a player I want. That's not the attitude of a player that I back to get minutes. Someone who isn't being picked, so then even when they are picked, like, if you're a footballer and you don't play, and then you get a half an hour chance, in times gone by, that half an hour, okay, remember this, okay? Do you remember Salomon Kalou? If he wasn't starting every game for Chelsea, every time he'd come on, he'd bring energy. Energy off the bench. He would try so hard. He knew he wasn't the main man. He knew that Didier Drogba was the main striker. But Salomon Kalou, every single time he would play for Chelsea, he would give everything. Christopher Nkunku doesn't do that. He doesn't try hard enough. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but his attitude isn't good enough. His attitude at Chelsea is not good enough. Facts on Kalou, thank you. I mean, it's true, though. It's absolutely true. How long is Mudryk going to be gone for? Realistically, we've got to be anticipating not having Mudryk ever again, I think, to be quite honest. I think Mudryk's... If you saw my video with Joey gave some good insight into probably what the B sample is going to come back with. It's probably not going to be good news for Chelsea. Obviously, there will be attempts from Chelsea and Mudryk's camp to be able to be like, well, it was something he ate, or we weren't in control of it, blah, 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 but you've got to be in control of it. That's the thing. Aston Villa and Tottenham are still in for Axel Disasi and are trying to make something happen before deadline day. Is Disasi even on the bench? for Chelsea tonight. Obviously not if he's going to be. Let me just check the. Yeah, no Disasi on the bench. So they're trying to get rid of Disasi. They're trying to find a solution, but they don't want to loan him to Aston Villa because they're worried that he's like. It's just so ridiculous. Did we only realise in the final week of the transfer window? Oh, we can't send Disasi to Aston Villa because they're challenging us for the top 4. Did we only just realise that at the end of the window when we've had more than 30 days, 31 days? What is it now? The third. 34 days to get rid of Axel Disasi, and we only realise at the end that, we can't go to Aston Villa because they're challenging us for the top 4. But like I've said on a couple of videos already, I've seen not enough or anything from Axel Disasi to suggest that Chelsea are in a worse position if Disasi does leave and go to another rival. I'm looking at Aston Villa's signings. They've signed Marco Asensio, Marcus Rashford, Donyell Malen to replace John Duran. Like, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. Ollie Watkins is the main man. You cash in on your flipping expensive 21-year-old striker that wants to play football and wants to go to flipping Qatar or Saudi Arabia or whatever. And then you buy replacement players that can fit in different positions. That's how you operate. Aston Villa, credit to them, I think. I think Duran's a really good player. And obviously, I'd have probably wanted him at Chelsea, to be honest. I'm seeing a hilarious pint of Guinness that's been poured at Stamford Bridge. If the performance on the pitch is anything to go by based on that, blimey. Disaster. Guys, if you're in the stream, make sure you hit the like button on the stream. I think today we could hit the highest amount of likes that we've had for a while, because there's a lot of you in here already. And make sure you're subscribed to the George Benson Football Channel. We hit 318,000 subscribers today, which is pretty great. I bloody well know the game that Clear Lake is playing. I do know the game that Clear Lake is playing. I don't agree with the game. That's why I'm calling it out recently. When Chelsea are winning, I'm not going to be spending most of my time on my YouTube channel talking negatively about us when we're winning and about how we're being ran. Because, to be honest, if we're winning every match on the pitch, then we can't really complain about how we're being ran if we keep on winning. It's when we're not winning that it comes into fruition more. You can see that the way that they're operating and failing to change the way that we're operating when we actually need certain players in certain areas and prioritizing the way that we do business. When that isn't happening, that is when I'm going to spend the majority of my time saying, look, this is the wrong way to operate. This is the wrong way to run. And I've said countless times throughout the whole time that these owners have been in there, I get what they're doing, I just don't agree with it. It's very possible for that to be the case, which I think some people miss. The fact that I say, yeah, I understand, I see what they're doing, but I don't agree with it. I think it's the wrong way to do business. I think we've thrown all of the eggs in the basket of a complete rebuild at the start. Getting rid of a Champions League winning side is outrageous. Like, it's ridiculous. Yes, there was a lot of dead wood in that squad. Yes, obviously, under Tuchel, we won the Champions League and then it never quite hit those heights. But realistically, you can't just make that many changes and expect things to work. So what are your score predictions, guys? We're almost 15 minutes until kickoff now. Chelsea versus West Ham. London derby. Chance to get back in the top 4. The Premier League this weekend has been very kind to Chelsea as well. Man City losing, Villa losing, Newcastle losing, Bournemouth losing. 4 teams that are literally right next to us in the Premier League table, all losing. If we cannot capitalise on that, then I don't know. Let me just quickly let the cat out a second. One sec. Thank you, Vlad, for the 10 dirhams. I appreciate that. I'm just going to let the cat out and get some more water. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back. Did I miss another donation? Yes, I did. Thank you, David, for the $2. I hope Cole and Jackson both score. We do need both of those guys to score today, don't we? Thank you for those 2 super chats that just came in. Kudus will embarrass Colwell. Kudus is a serious footballer, so I am a little bit concerned about him. I'm concerned about West Ham in general, to be honest, purely because it's Graham Potter. And at the moment, Chelsea, we are a bit of a joke. Thank you, Vlad, for becoming a member. What do you think of Amougou? I'm late to the stream. I think it's a very unnecessary signing. I don't think he's good enough to be at Chelsea right now from what I can see from him, top-end stats. And I just think overall, yes, okay, we did need some midfield reinforcement. We've signed a midfielder, but this isn't a midfielder that comes in with a plan. This isn't a midfielder. You can't tell me, guys, you cannot tell me that Enzo Maresca has gone to the sporting directors and the Chelsea owners and been like, you know what? I've been spending a lot of time in St Etienne recently, and I really want this kid. I really want to sign this guy. We're not buying someone that the manager is being like, look, okay, we've got a chance here. We could finish in the top 4. We could get back in the Champions League. I think I can do that with this squad. Go and get me Matisse Amougou. Those words, I guarantee you, I'll deactivate if this is the case. If this isn't the case, Maresca has not gone and said that. Guarantee it. I'm so sure of it. I'll deactivate the flipping channel. If Enzo Maresca went to the sporting directors and said to them, I really want this kid from St Etienne, because St Etienne are doing so well in France right now. Let me actually check. Let me see where they are in the table. Because I'm pretty sure they're in like the bottom 5. They're in the bottom 3. St Etienne are on the verge of relegation. This guy's not scored a goal. He's not got an assist. Like, it's... Am I surprised about Joao Felix? Yes, I am. Like, I know that he's not really had the easiest or the best time of things since he's been at Chelsea. Yes, he is a luxury player. Yes, he doesn't offer as much as you'd want him to. But now, like I think he'll do well at West Ham. At AC Milan. Sorry, I think he'll do very well at AC Milan. I just don't think Felix knows what he is. Like, if you've seen the video I posted earlier this week, I look at his whole history as a footballer and how ever since he left Benfica, West Milan, ever since he left Benfica, he just didn't hit those heights. Like that one season he had in Portugal, which got him a 127 million euro move to Atletico Madrid. Since that move, he's not been good enough. He's never hit double figures in league goals, apart from that one season at Benfica when he was like, 18? It's mental. Just checking now to see if there's any more news. I think that's going to be it, guys. I genuinely think that's going to be it. Fulham have approached AC Milan to sign Samuel Chukwueze. It's probably got something to do with Felix going the other way on loan. Marco Asensio confirmed as new Aston Villa player on loan deal from PSG with no buy option. Warren Bondo to AC Milan. Never heard of this guy before. 12 minutes till kickoff, guys. 12 minutes to go. Oh, what is going on here? Why does that do that? 1 second. Kickoff in 11 minutes. I'm nervous for this game. Like it's at that point now where I think there's less excitement for Chelsea right now because we're not playing well. We're not winning matches. We haven't addressed things in the window. And it's more just nerves, to be honest. We need a win today. We desperately need a win. And a good performance would also be very good. This is an extremely important game, says A.E. Piastri. Do you still think 2-1? I do. Part of me thinks 1-1 or 2-2, but I'm going to still stick with my 2-1 prediction. Guys, make sure you get involved with the poll. Over 2,000 votes, 81% say Chelsea. That is the lowest number for any match. I think even the bigger games that we've streamed, like the Tottenham game, more of us thought we were going to beat Spurs in that. 81% on a Chelsea channel where we're pretty much 99% Chelsea fans. Am I feeling more confident now that Jorgensen is in goal? Yes, but still anticipation as much as anything else. Thank you, David, for the $5. Can't believe we didn't add any attackers and loaned out Carney and Vega. Threadbare midfield. Unbelievable. Totally agree, mate. Jaden can play 10, but like, Mudrik's not available on the left wing anymore. Neto's not doing anything when he plays. Like, at the moment, recently, Neto's just been like running around like a whippet. Do you know what I mean? The crowd will lose if we fall behind. I mean, Stamford Bridge tonight is going to be very interesting if Chelsea do go behind and are playing badly. Big pressure on the goalkeeper tonight. Thank you, Stephen Lloyd, for the €2. Sense a mistake. Don't say it, mate. Don't say it. It's too soon. Let Jorgensen at least walk out the tunnel first. Let's give him a chance. Chelsea Football Club have just also posted on their socials that Chukwuemeka has completed a loan move to Dortmund for the remainder of the season. Like, Dortmund are no joke, guys. Dortmund are a serious club. Dortmund are a great side. Chukwuemeka is going to absolutely cook there. I try not to use that phrase very often because it's overused, but he's going to cook. I can sense it. I can smell it. It's actually such a great signing. Medical done and documents in place for Nico Gonzalez as new Manchester City player from Porto. I mean, that's a deadline day deal, isn't it? That's a proper piece of business. Chelsea are going out buying unproven players from St Etienne, whilst Man City go and get Porto's number one midfielder. Jackson and Cucurella on the score sheet. I do actually have a funny feeling Cucurella might score today. Thank you, JP, CFC. Jorgensen or Petrovic? I'm saying Petrovic. I genuinely would have said Petrovic. Like, why didn't we just recall Petrovic and loan Sanchez to flip in? Loan Sanchez to Strasbourg. Although, actually, I think because Chelsea care so much about Strasbourg and we probably don't want to loan them Sanchez because it will make them worse. George, there are rumours that Mudryk having a negative B sample. People are making things up, guys. People will just make something up because we don't know the official answer yet about Mudryk's B sample. So any journalist could just be like, oh, it's rumoured that it's a B sample. It's negative. What are you on about? Like, the people are just making it up, guys. Like, Joey said it himself on the channel, and you know, Joey's a boxer who gets drug tested by the same commission that will have tested Mudryk. And very rarely do these B samples ever come back different. I think the only way that Mudryk's going to get away with a serious ban is if it is contested and foul play or ill play is put forward to like a court or something. I don't know. So, no deal for Axel Disasi. Spurs. Disasi will not be going to Tottenham. So I guess it's just about Chelsea either pulling their finger out and letting him go to Villa or not. Aston Villa, Disasi is not good, guys. The fact that we are faffing around thinking this guy is valuable. 5 million quid we were offered for a loan for Disasi for 6 months. 5 million. He's not even worth 10 million if you sell him. Disasi is not worth 10 million quid. Maybe he is worth £10 million, but like to get 5 million for 6 months, that's actually good business. Because I don't think you're going to actually get him sold in this window. Guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We are less than 6 minutes away now until kickoff. I was going to say we're less than 5, and that would have been very incorrect. But make sure you subscribe to the channel. Gonna ban those guys, promoting other streams in the chat, or hide the user on the channel at least. How quiet has the bridge been recently? I mean, there's not really been much to be excited about, though, is there really? The players are in the tunnel now, by the way. Reece James, obviously Chelsea captain, leading us out in front of Philip Jorgensen today. Tosin, who I guess is another one of the on-field leaders. Jared Bowen, the West Ham captain. Graham Potter back at Chelsea. Like, there's just so much on this game, isn't there? So much. Chelsea have got to get back to winning ways here. Trevor Chalobah back on the bench, which is just a little bit ridiculous, really. Like, I like Tosin. I think Tosin is improving massively when he's been playing. But I just would have had Trev stay. Trev's been playing so well. Like, why is Trev dropped? Comes in, puts in a man-of-the-match performance on match week number 1. Probably the better out of all the defenders in the game against Man City. He was certainly better than Reece James. Certainly better than Colwill. And I don't really consider Marc Cucurella a defender these days. Tosin is for the height. Yeah, I guess so, actually. That's a fair point. But Trev's also a big boy. But yes, we are expecting Tosin to win those battles in the air if West Ham are getting corners and whatnot, which they will. West Ham will be playing for set pieces, really, because they are a big, aggressive side. They're going to look to bully Chelsea tonight. And if you look at the way that Graham Potter has been in recent interviews and whatnot, he just seems to have a bit more about him as well these days. I'm worried about Kudus. Other than that, like, going forward, Bowen's obviously a good player that can always hurt you. But I'm more concerned about the frustrating side of the way that West Ham play today. Rona TV, get out of my flipping stream, you mugs. Tosin's in there for the goals because Jackson's not scoring any. I mean, there's an element of truth behind that statement, isn't there? Like, Tosin, 2 goals against Morecambe. Scored against Wolves as well. I think he scored against Wolves. Did he score against Wolves? No, he didn't. Yes, he did. I can't remember. Louis Butler Deacon, I'm doing well, mate. Thank you. Doing very well. Excited for this game. We are almost at kickoff. 3 minutes to go. Got the old GBFC notebook out. Just going to write the team out on the page. That's what I normally do. Enzo and Caicedo, just cannot allow anything to happen to those guys tonight. Well, and Nkunku's definitely not going to be leaving if he's on the bench, mate. Martin Tyler saying probably isn't going to leave. If he's on the bench, where's he going to do any medicals? No, Noni Madueke also looking to make it 3 games in a row with a goal. I think Noni actually might score today. Come on, Chelsea. Come on. Come on, Chelsea. Trust in Noni. I mean, I'll back him until he starts playing bad. Noni is one of those players that if he's in the mood, he'll do well. And then once he's done a couple of good things on the pitch, quite often then he goes missing for the rest of the game. He needs to get so much better. Like, Noni is a good player. I'm not going to lie. But he needs to be more consistent over the course of 90 minutes. Cole Palmer pretty much the only one that gets a massive scream around Stamford Bridge. Okay, guys, kickoff is upon us. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Smack a like on the stream. Let's see if we can get to 500 likes before kickoff. And then hopefully we manage to get Chelsea 3 points today at home to West Ham United. Graham Potter's West Ham. The first time that Graham Potter is back at Stamford Bridge. Maresca saying we can't do 1-0 wins. Wow. Kickoff. We're about to get kickoff, guys. So make sure if you want to match the timers up, keep an eye on the screen. Graham Potter's there in the dugout. Okay. They're just focusing on Graham Potter. Players are in the middle. Chelsea kicking from right to left. And Cole Palmer gets the game underway. Chelsea versus West Ham at Stamford Bridge. Must-win game for Chelsea. Win tonight, and we do move back into the Premier League, Champions League spots, into the top 4. As you guys can see on the screen, we do have the live table. We've got the live stats that update every few seconds. And, of course, the Chelsea and West Ham lineups here at Stamford Bridge. Early free kick for West Ham, just inside their own half. Felix not in the squad must mean he's been moved. Joao Felix is gone. Felix is now an AC Milan player. On loan till the end of the season. Chelsea will receive a €5 million fee for him. Come on, Chelsea. Let's go. Let's go. Good from Caicedo. Palmer looking sharp early on. Good pressing, actually, from West Ham. Jorgensen's first touch. And he doesn't lose the ball. That's a good sign. 100% pass completion rate for Philip Jorgensen. When have we ever been able to say that against Sanchez? I know it's obviously 1 minute in. It's the first pass, so that's a little bit of an unfair comment. But I do think that will change as the game goes on. However, Reece James with the ball over the top towards Nicholas Jackson. Jackson goes for the shot. And that will be a throw into Chelsea. It's almost a corner. Jackson went for the early one. I like that, though. If you're struggling with confidence, just get a little pop shot out of the way. It was actually good covering from the West Ham defender. But Jackson was also falling over when he shot, which is never a good sign. Jackson falling over again. Come on, it's 2 minutes into the game. Don't have to be negative. Disasi to Aston Villa confirmed, is it? According to Matt Law. I mean, I'm here to watch the game now, but obviously if any news does come in, I'll try and keep you guys as up to date as possible. But if Aston Villa have an agreement in place to sign Disasi, but we knew that already. Jared Bowen on the attack now for West Ham. Enzo Fernandez doing well. Emerson coming forward. West Ham happy to commit numbers forward here. Now Bowen puts the cross into the box. Caicedo's got to deal with it. Souček wins the header. But he was giving a big cuddle to Caicedo, which is illegal. Disasi to Aston Villa confirmed. But it's about Chelsea saying yes. I mean, I think if you're not putting him in the matchday squad, and Aston Villa were the only team that actually Disasi wanted to go to, like, I understand it. Disasi wants to be playing Champions League football. Why would he want to go to Spurs? Pretty standard start to a game at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea with the majority of the possession. Not really much going on as of yet. Sancho getting forward with Cucurella. That's good. Aston Villa. Wow. Thank you, Lewis, for the $2. Another Colwill stinker masterclass incoming. Let's hope not. What is that pass? We have not signed anyone. We have signed someone. We signed Matisse Amougou, guys. Apparently the win probability, Chelsea have a 69% chance of winning, 17% draw, 14% to West Ham. I don't really know how they come up with those, to be honest. Like, those numbers to me make no sense whatsoever. Come on, Chelsea. That's a foul on Enzo Fernandez. 5 minutes into the game. Who is he? Well, that's a very good point, Sheldon. None of us really know. None of us are really aware who this kid is. I've never seen him play football before in my life. I'm not going to lie to you. I can't sit here and pretend that I've been studying Matisse Amougou of Saint Etienne for very long. I haven't. I spoke about him, I think, once in a video earlier this month, purely just basically rehashing what has already been said. Chelsea are interested. But I don't know much more about him than that. Jadon Sancho looking to beat Wan-Bissaka. Never an easy task. Sancho puts the ball in towards the box. Chelsea don't win the first or the second ball there. It's Jared Bowen, who just always does put in that extra 5%. Now Kudus. Well played, Sancho. Yeah, it's a Chelsea throw, surely. Yeah, good. Come on, Chelsea. Cole Palmer. Good ball out again to Sancho. Sancho's looking confident early doors here. Palmer again. Lovely little flick. Lovely from Palmer. That is really good football. Chelsea with a corner. Lovely little skill from Cole Palmer there. And he manages to get the shot away. Come on, Chelsea corner. It's where we need to get Tosin on the ball. Get the ball away from someone like Souček. And let Tosin win those headers. We've got a set-piece coach, guys, so we should be working on these things. Reece James to put the ball into the box. Come on, Chelsea. Cucurella's been thrown to the ground by Emerson. God, Emerson looks like he's put on a bit of timber. Like, how is that not a penalty? Like, why is that not a penalty? What? How is that not a penalty? Like, what is it with all these rules about, oh, you can't give it from a corner? Like, why? Why not? Reece James puts the ball in. Oh, that was towards Noni. It's going to... free kick to West Ham. Brilliant. Stop it, mate. Some people get so mad, don't they? Palmer's up for this one. But to be fair, Chelsea are always up for it at the beginning of the match. It's how we manage each match that is the problem. We're always up for it at the start. Come on, Chelsea. Good pressure from Jackson. Forcing West Ham out. Ball boys at Chelsea need to step up, mate. Be quicker. Cucurella is asking for that ball fast. Throws it to Colwill. Tosin. Cole Palmer dropping deep to receive the ball. We know that he likes to do that. Enzo Fernandez then moving out to the right-hand side half space. Here is Palmer. Gives it to Noni Madueke, looking to go 1v1 with Emerson. You back Noni against Emerson all day long, to be fair. Palmer, that's a nice ball towards Jackson, and Jackson's on his bum again. Deary me. Deary me. And now he's been nutmegged. Flipping heck. Kudus, man. What a baller. Oh, dear. West Ham are in. It's good build-up from them. Irving puts the cross in. Jorgensen. Oh! He came to claim it. He almost dropped that there, I think, Philip Jorgensen. He had Jared Bowen sniffing down him. Jared Bowen sniffing down him. It's an interesting choice of vocabulary, mate. Still, we're going to call that a good claim from Philip Jorgensen. Got a flipping ant bite underneath my whoop strap. Thank you, Lewis, for the $2. We could have signed Kudus. You're right, Ania. You are correct. We probably could have. It's a good run from Jackson into that right channel. Gives it back to Noni Madueke. West Ham, you can see everybody back for West Ham. Everybody. This is going to be such a difficult game to break them down. Reece James puts the ball in towards Cucurella. Headed away by Wan-Bissaka. Kudus coming back to do the defensive work. That's a good tackle from Colwill. Wins it back early. Jadon Sancho for Chelsea, looking to beat his man. Gives it to Jackson, and Jackson intercepted again. It's not a good start from Jackson in this game, to be honest. That's a handball. But Caicedo with the recovery tackle. Brilliant. Tosin. Chelsea doing well here. We're actually dominating the ball. Cole Palmer, go on, son. Noni's over on the wing. Palmer gives it to Noni. Noni controls it well, looking to beat Emerson. Goes back towards Reece James. Chelsea don't cross it in the box. Just stop with these crosses. Reece gives it away. Ah, dear. Reece getting forward a bit more today, though. Obviously feeling a bit more confident after the injury recovery. Come on, Chelsea. Apologies for the yawning. Let me see how much sleep I actually got before. Pretty sure I fell asleep quite quickly last night. Create a Whoop community. That's not a bad idea. Bloody hell. 34% recovery. That's not good. 47% sleep. I've got 4.5 hours sleep. That is rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. Oh, well. It's not like I've got much to do once this stream's done, to be fair. We've got 6 things we learned to do, and then I have the day off, basically. Well, I'm sure there'll be a roundup of the news to do. Because obviously deadline day is right now, but by the way. There's less than 3 hours left. 88% for you. Nice one. I'm going to end the poll. Just over 80% of you saying Chelsea are going to win this game. 12 minutes in. What are we thinking? I think it's been a good start, to be fair. I think it's been a balanced start. I think it's pretty much everything you would anticipate. Oh, Reece has gone down. That doesn't look good. Reece James is injured again. James is injured. Is he going to be all right? He's like holding the back of his ankle. Oh, man. 13 minutes in. He's going up against his former teammate Emerson as well, and he lands. Oh dear. It looks like he's all right. Every time Reece James goes down, like, I'm sorry if I'm being a bit of a hypochondriac, but based on what we're used to, if Reece goes down, it never normally means good things, does it? I just itched myself with my microphone. That was embarrassing. He looks fine, to be fair. He's still running around. Philip Jorgensen. Does that classify as a save? A shot on target there from the centre-back? Come on, Chelsea. Let's actually create a proper opportunity. 13 minutes gone. Slightly, it is a bit concerning that there's not really been many openings for us whatsoever here in the early phases of this game. Into the 14th minute. Enzo Fernandez kind of operating in that right half space today. James getting forward again. Disasi to Villa. That's good. That's good. Get rid of him. Look at Kudus. Oh, no. Kudus has cooked Colwill there, as you guys were saying before. Pass the ball forward and pass it quickly. So slow. We're giving the ball away in such pathetic areas of the pitch. Good tackle. Caicedo again. Brilliant. Now Nicholas Jackson with the run. That is a lovely ball to Noni. Excellent ball from Jackson. Noni Madueke is in. Oh! Just wide. That is a really, really good effort from Noni. Brilliant work from Jackson. That was a fantastic ball after such a brilliant tackle from Caicedo with the interception. Outside of the right boot from Nicholas Jackson over to Noni Madueke on the right wing. He's cut inside. That's actually so close. That is a good chance. That is. I was just saying we need to create something. And that is a really good effort, to be fair. Doesn't hit the target. But that was good. Much better. Come on, Chelsea. Cucurella is there to win the ball again. Palmer. That's a risky ball back to Jorgensen. No. Good clearance from Jorgensen, almost. Has given the ball away, though. But Cole Palmer there with a hospital ball. Back to Philip Jorgensen under pressure. That was the best move so far. You're right, Peter T. Watching on USA Network, the commentators are a joke, says Mikey. Well, what I would strongly recommend is match the stream up with my stream, and then you can listen to my commentary and have the stream on in the background. How about that? Kudus, good tackle there from Colwill. Front foot defending this time. Chukwuemeka has joined Borussia Dortmund on loan. Yep. That's correct, he has. Palmer's been quiet. I mean, he had that little flash at the start of the game. Wan-Bissaka gets out from Jackson. Palmer's been quiet for weeks. To be fair, January was bad. Palmer was not good in January. Come on, Chelsea. Still 0-0. 17 minutes into the game. Ned bet. I've actually got a bet on Palmer to score a hat-trick today. Wan-Bissaka. Oh. Tosin. It's going to be a West Ham corner. Is Felix an obligation to buy? I'm not sure. Don't think so. If it is, I'd be very interested to see how much it is, considering how much we spent on him. West Ham corner, their first real chance now. €5 million loan fee. Corner to West Ham. Come on, Philip Jorgensen, mate. No goals, please. This is where West Ham can be dangerous. They're looking to make those runs. Chelsea have almost got like a wall as if it's a free kick. Bowen. It's a good save from Jorgensen, I think. Good save at his near post. Jared Bowen getting a little shot in. Looked like it might have tucked into the bottom right corner of the net there from Bowen. It's actually a really good save from Philip Jorgensen. Well done. That's West Ham's best chance of the game. It's a very good save. Closing his legs. He was looking to find the gap between Jorgensen's legs. It is a corner for West Ham again. Good little spell of pressure from the away side. Palmer got too cold that he froze. It's a good one there. Right, that. God, it's not convincing. Kudus puts it back in. Tosin wins the header. That's what he's there for. It's a pretty good effort, to be fair, from Irving. Hits it over the crossbar. Good little spell of pressure from West Ham, though. But Chelsea doing all right. It's a good hit, to be fair. Why can't we defend set pieces very easily? Because we don't have that much height in the team. Apart from Tosin, like, where is the height? There isn't. That's the answer to your question. Stale performance so far. It's not been great, to be fair. We need the Russian back. We do. We do. Tosin, what is that? It's a shocking attempt of a pass, that. We just look like we've lost all kind of creativity. How have we weakened our team in this window? Mad, isn't it? Absolutely mad how Chelsea's squad gets worse at the end of a January transfer window. What is that? Like, fundamentally, right? That's all you've really got to focus on. Our squad is in a worse position now than the beginning of a transfer window. How is that even humanly possible? And I'm not just talking about injuries either. I'm talking about, like, the actual personnel that we have in the squad. It's worse at the end of a transfer window. It's insane. Come on, Reece. Come on, Chelsea. Is Diego Costa still around? Imagine a prime Diego Costa right now. My word. Tosin looking for that long ball again. This time goes short to Caicedo. Tosin again. Cucurella now getting forward into that left side pocket. Reece gives it to Noni. Pressure on him again. There's always two players over. Like, to be fair to Graham Potter, he's setting this West Ham team up very well. Significantly better than what we saw from Lopetegui earlier this season, when we went to West Ham and won 3-0. Nicholas Jackson was very good that day, by the way. Take Demba Ba right now. Demba Ba was unbelievable. Like, what a Premier League player Demba Ba was. Jackson had a really good move earlier to set up Noni. Could have had an assist. Almost should have had an assist, really. I think Noni should still do better, but it's a good chance. Cucurella, brilliant. No goals yet. Oh, Colwill. He's so lucky he's been fouled there because he literally gave the ball straight to Bowen, but he's fouled by Kudus. He's lucky there, Colwill. Just too slow. Go on. Here's Jackson. Palmer. Cole Palmer blazes it over. It's a good opportunity, to be fair. Palmer hits it straight over the bar. Why ain't Trev playing? That's a good question. I think West Ham, they've got a lot of height in their team. They're a physical side. So I think Tosin is in there purely because of the height. I mean, I don't know. There's probably a lot of club politics in a lot of the things that we see. The score is still 0-0, guys. Good little touch there from Sancho. Cucurella, that's a dangerous-ish kind of tackle, but he does win the ball. Potter found his team. Yeah, I think Graham Potter's going to do well at West Ham, to be fair. Now Palmer again for Chelsea. Out wide to Noni Madueke. Noni looks to put the ball into the box. That's a good cross. Headed away. Jadon Sancho will get the second ball, though. Can Chelsea get the ball back into the box again? Need to be just quicker in these positions. Jadon Sancho, neat little footwork. Beats his man. Does well, Jadon Sancho. That's poor in the second delivery. Now Caicedo. Tosin. Chelsea, good possession here. Cole Palmer. Come on, Chelsea. Colwell out to Sancho again, looking to beat Wan-Bissaka. He's done well, Sancho. Really good from Sancho. Does get the shot away. It's always a little bit too delayed with Jadon Sancho. Either the cross, the pass, or the shot is always a little bit too slow. James puts the cross in. Oh, Cucurella was there. That's a chance. That is a proper chance. Cucurella again arriving in that position behind Nicholas Jackson. It's a decent cross from Reece James, and Cucurella can't direct it goalwards. I'm going to say Jackson was kind of in his way again. But that's actually just Cucurella not directing the header. But again, like, why are we expecting Cucurella to always be the man being clinical in the final third? It's absolutely insane. Here we go for Axel Disasi. Good. The sooner he's gone, the better. Okay, yeah, Disasi has gone. Loan deal, no buy option, which is not ideal, but at least we don't have to see Disasi for the rest of the season. Let's just say that, shall we? How about Mudryk? Any news? Still no updates on Mudryk, but also no replacement for Chelsea. I know I said I didn't really want Garnacho, but we also have to just say it how it is. We haven't addressed the fact that Mudryk is no longer available, so we're down to Sancho, Neto, and Madueke for the wingers. Obviously, we could put Palmer there as well, but it depends if Nkunku's up for it. Kudus is always... And Tyreek George, to be fair, you're right. Sorry. I mean, I guess it's a good opportunity for Tyreek. Oh, Jackson, man. Datro Fofana is back to Chelsea. Yeah, but Datro Fofana is injured. And Nicholas Jackson is hurt now as well. Holding his shin. Is it a hamstring injury? He's just literally fallen over. Damn. Well, it looks as though Chelsea are going to be forced to not have Nicholas Jackson up front at this point, because it looks as though Jackson's got a hamstring injury. Come on, Chelsea. Looks a bit 0-0 as of now. Well, the score is 0-0 right now. It's been a very 0-0 game of football, to be fair. Guys, I'm never going to celebrate a player being injured. That is ridiculous. You should never wish an injury upon a player, even if he's out of form. But classic Chelsea. We loan a player, don't sign another one, and then our striker gets injured within half an hour of a game of football. Jackson looks hurt, to be fair. But if it was me now, I'm bringing on Mark Guiu. He's going off, Jackson. I don't know if we're actually going to make a substitution, but he is going off onto the sidelines. Mark Hughes coming on. For Nkunku must be fuming. Christopher Nkunku will be absolutely fuming. But we're going to see an hour of Mark Hughes against for Nicholas Jackson here. Wow. I think Jackson's going to stay on for now. I'm quite excited actually about Guiu because I genuinely think he will do very well in this game. I think we need a bit more of like a bullish presence in the box. Like if Nkunku comes on, I just don't think we're going to have any opportunities. Deary me. It's so funny, isn't it? 4 hours to buy the lap. We're not going to, are we? Let's be honest. Like, imagine a world today where we just had all of the strikers that get injured in the same game. And we send Joao Felix on loan and don't buy a striker in January. Insanity. Jackson is still on. Yeah, Jackson has come back on. Now, he looks like he's running, so no Mark Yu for now. We need Osimhen. We've been saying that for a long time, though, haven't we? We do need Victor Osimhen. Someone of that ilk. Caliber. West Ham are actually looking better now. Very, very difficult to break this West Ham side down, and they are trying to get the ball forward in more opportunities now. Delap is also playing for Ipswich. For those people saying he has worse stats than Jackson, Delap plays for Ipswich Town in the relegation zone in the Premier League. Correa wins the header. Now Sancho. I just feel like there's not enough physicality out there for Chelsea. Go on, Noni, win that. Yes. Noni Madueke beats Emerson. Go on, Enzo Fernandez. Oh, he drags it wide. So close. Enzo Fernandez drags the shot wide. Noni almost with the assist there. Capitalising on a rare mistake from Mohamed Kudus, who gives the ball away. It's a good run from Enzo Fernandez too. He's managed to get round the back. It's a good ball, and it's just a poor finish. Is it a corner? It is a corner. It should be a corner. That was a corner. Scuff finish. I mean, that should have been a corner, to be fair. Good from Caicedo. Back to Jorgensen. Well, we're 31 minutes into the game. We've had 7 attempts and nothing on target. But we don't need a striker, guys. Don't worry. We don't need to sign a striker. It's a flipping joke. 7 shots, none on target in 31 minutes. Like, we've... Deary me. Souček wins the ball in the middle. Reece James, good touch and control from him. Levi Colwill, Chelsea trying to be patient here with a build-up. There's so many West Ham players in front of us. Like, I'm looking at the out balls when we get this out onto the left-hand side. The only time we look like we can do anything, really, is when Reece has kind of got it in these crossing positions. But that's exactly where West Ham want us to be. Because they know that we're not going to win the ball in the air. Here's Noni Madueke again. Crosses it with his left peg towards Cucurella. Go on, Sancho. Hit it, mate. Hit it. Oh. Chelsea corner. Cresswell looks like he's hurt his groin in the process of blocking that. That's better from Chelsea, though. I just feel like Sancho just hit it, mate. It's on his left foot and he tries to cut it back in. You see what I mean? With Sancho, like, he does the right things, but, like, it's just not quite there. It's just not quite there. Chelsea corner, though. Reece James going to put it in. Come on. Come on, Reece. Reece puts it in. Oh, it's right under the goalkeeper. Come on. Straight back up. No. How is there 3 of you over there and we've given the ball straight to West Ham? Come on. We do keep slipping over. It's as if they're all wearing the wrong flipping studs. Caicedo back protecting us again. Tosin. Sancho's kind of drifted inside now. Enzo operating on that left pocket. Chelsea trying to go a bit more narrow with the build-up. Because to be fair, we're getting the ball out wide and we're not doing anything. I really like Mohamed Kudus, man. What a player. What a player. Come on, Chelsea. Cross, cross, cross. What's the use of having 3 fluid attacking midfielders? There's no box presence. There's no box presence, so I don't know why. The referee's going over and throwing all the cones off. Commentators are chatting some bare shit right now, saying how wonderful of a season it is for Chelsea if we get top 4. Wonderful. Really? Deary me. Even the commentary teams in flipping various countries seem to forget what Chelsea's standards were. Felix to Milan confirmed as well. Maresca's been figured out. I mean, we just don't have any creativity. So there's an element of truth behind that statement, to be fair. Kudus wins a foul against Levi Colwill. I don't know what Colwill's thinking there. This live stream is more exciting than the game. I mean, I appreciate that. This is probably one of the most boring games that we've seen so far this season. So I'm glad that the stream isn't living up to what we're watching on the pitch, to be fair. Free kicks played in. Souček wins the header. Tosin wins the ball. Come on, Chelsea. No, why are we faffing around playing head tennis there? Carry it forward. Someone move the ball forward. Chelsea get the free kick there for a foul on Enzo. Thank you, Nick. Did we get anyone in this window? Appreciate the donation, mate. We've signed Matisse Amougou. For 15 million euros from Saint Etienne. What the bloody hell is that? Yeah, exactly. Who? Guys, stop with the goal question mark bullshit. Just like either watch the game and watch the stream, or just watch the stream and like just ruins it. But this is not good football from Chelsea. Reece James. Nice little nutmeg on Jared Bowen. He's lucky there, though, because he kind of slipped again. So many Chelsea players slipping up. Jackson and Reece James, particularly. Come on. 38th minute. Let's get forward. Let's just create something. Get a shot on target. It'd be lovely. Jackson again. Oh, and then it's a foul. Bloody hell. Jared Bowen is trying to say about the tallying up of all these fouls and no yellow card. To be fair to Caicedo, he's actually won so many of those tackles so far. Are we feeling more confident as this game's going on? Oh, no. Kudus, it's a shot on target. Jorgensen with the save. It was straight at him. But, flip it. How are Chelsea being caught out so easily here? Colwill caught, keeping Kudus on side. And it's actually not a bad effort, to be fair. But it's on target, and it's easy for Jorgensen to save it because it's straight at him. But that's probably the best chance of the game. It's another half so far without a goal for Jackson. He doesn't look like scoring anything, to be honest. He's having absolutely nothing. Nicholas Jackson, he's just falling over anytime he's near the ball. Caicedo spreads it out wide to Madueke. No doubt Chelsea just going to try crossing it again. Reece James, here we go. It's coming. Forced backwards. West Ham defensively, to be fair to Graham Potter here, he set them up very well. Just to frustrate Chelsea. Thank you, Leo Hayes, for the £2 donation. I think Jackson needs to come off. He looks so off. He does. I'm not going to lie. Jackson does look off. There could be a little snap chance here, possibly. But no. No box presence. There's absolutely no box presence right now. It's an interesting haircut that Areola's got. How's the keeper looking? So far, flawless. But, I mean, I think anything would look good after what we've been used to be fair. Well, 6 minutes to go till half-time. Still 0-0. This is probably one of the most dull games of football that we have seen so far this season at the Bridge. Needs a goal this match. Come on. Needs a goal for Chelsea. I don't want a flipping goal for West Ham. I'll take boring and 1-0 Chelsea. I'll take an own goal. I don't care. Noni. Oh, come on, Noni. That is so poor. Enzo Fernandez is kind of backing into the defender. Noni just rolls it in there. West Ham are an aggressive team. They step up all the flipping time. Come on. I honestly would just put Cole Palmer on the right and just putting Nkunku in the 10. We need more creativity out there. And doing this whole cross thing isn't working. Just not working whatsoever. Oh, come on, Chelsea. West Ham now getting forward. Wan-Bissaka. Souček. It's good from Cucurella. Good pass from Enzo Fernandez. This is where Jackson can be dangerous. Gives it to Noni. Noni running onto the ball. Go on, Noni. Gives it to Sancho. Get the shot away. Sancho bends it over. That's just poor finishing again. I'm sorry. It's poor finishing. All of these Chelsea shots today have been really, really quite poor. The only one that was even half decent was the Noni Madueke effort that just went wide. But Enzo, poor finishing. Sancho, poor finishing. Jackson, no finishing. Ah, dear. Oh, Colwill, what are you doing? Bowen is in, and Bowen scores. This is pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Jared Bowen is given an absolute fucking gift by Levi Colwill. We literally nearly got caught out by this earlier. We were nearly caught out by Levi Colwill giving the ball away, but he was lucky that Kudus wasn't cute enough with the way that he tackled him. This is absolutely bollocks. Trevor Chalobah gets dropped for this. It's pathetic. It's pathetic. And he's got his hands out, Colwill, like this. Oh, I've been fouled. No, you haven't. There's no foul there whatsoever. Trevor Chalobah got dropped for this. It's fucking bollocks, man. It's absolute bollocks. There's no foul there whatsoever. That is called pressing. That is a pressing forward. That is what flipping Kudus is supposed to do. I'm sorry, but that is atrocious from Colwill. He was poor against Man City last week, and that was shocking. Absolutely shocking. Pathetic defending. Chelsea are 1-0 down at home to West Ham. Jared Bowen, good finish from him. And do you know what? It's deserved from West Ham because Chelsea's finishing is atrocious. Colwill has had a shocker. Absolute shocker. He nearly gave the ball away earlier. They know exactly what they're doing, West Ham. They're going to sit 9 men, basically, in their own half, and then they're going to have Bowen and Kudus working their asses off. Nah, embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. And Chelsea, to be fair, I don't think we're going to win the game now. We're 1-0 down. We've offered nothing in the final third. The finishing is horrible. Horrible. Oh, man. Come on, Jackson. Do something. Stop the hate. What do you mean stop the hate, mate? Shut up. We're rubbish. We are absolutely trash. Since we played Everton in December, we have been absolutely awful. And there's no alternative plan other than cross the ball in the box. It's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. And even when we do get the ball into someone's feet in the box, we flip and fall over. Or we hit the ball over. Like, we haven't had an attempt on target. Areola's not made a save in the first half of football, yet we're getting rid of Joao Felix and not signing a flipping striker. It's a free kick in a decent area, though. No passion. No, you're right. There isn't any passion right now. It's just so pedestrian and so slow. We've got such a young team. We should have energy. But we play with no energy. Cole Palmer's got a free kick here in a semi-decent position. Maybe a bit far out, but we've said that before, haven't we? It's about the same kind of distance, I think, as the Brighton one. Graham Potter is beating Chelsea with West Ham United at Stamford Bridge. I'm telling you, if we lose this game, it's an absolute disaster. How? How has Colwell done such a stupid pass? It's going to be 3 minutes of added time. Not that it matters. Seeing tennis players being spammed in the chat. I think to be fair, Carlos Alcaraz and Yannick Sinner would do better in this Chelsea team as centre-back partners. Come on, Cole. It's taken a whole minute just to take the flipping free kick. Cole Palmer. Is it going to be Reece James or Palmer? Palmer hits it. Oh! Oh! What a save from Areola. That is an unbelievable free kick. That is going straight in the top corner. And it is an unbelievable save from Areola, to be fair. That is magnificent goalkeeping. Thank you, Lewis, for the donation. What a save. That reminded me of David De Gea, I think, in the last minute against Man United a few years ago. Chelsea now with a corner. That is an unbelievable save. Palmer with the ball in. It's towards Tosin. And again, players on the floor. What are we doing? It's an unreal free kick from Palmer. But no goal. Caicedo. Oh, brilliant from Caicedo. It's really good from Palmer as well. Tosin. Pressure is on again. From Jared Bowen. Go for it, Chelsea. We've got 1.5 minutes to go. Get the ball forward. We're so slow. Yeah, Matta's save. Yeah, the save from Juan Matta's free kick against Man United. That was better than that. That was an unbelievable save from Areola. The only thing he's had to do, by the way. We're almost at half-time. Into the final minute. Noni. Now Palmer on the edge of the area. Can he get another shot away? He'll feel as though he should have had a goal there. Thank you, Sebastian. Thoughts on the random French child we've signed? Bollocks. Absolute bollocks. Thank you, Matt, for the £2 donation. Never felt so disconnected from Chelsea in my life. I think there's been worse times, to be fair. James puts the ball in. Souček heads it away. Chelsea, just stop crossing the ball. It's so boring. So predictable. So just like West Ham are going to deal with this all day long. Cross again. Cleared away again. Stop with this. Oh, man. Get the ball in the box. We've got 30 seconds to go. Take some players on. Try and force a foul. Do something. Here's Palmer. Palmer again with a good shot. Areola with the save. It's the same old story. If Palmer can't get it on target, we can't have any decent efforts. It absolutely stinks. What else are they going to do? Beat the man? Take a player on? Stop passing it backwards and asking Reece James to cross it? Every time the ball gets crossed in, West Ham win the ball. It's half time. We're 1-0 down. Graham Potter is outsmarting us here. I mean, the way that we've been playing recently, like there doesn't seem to be any real care or energy in the team. There's nothing. It's Cole Palmer versus the world, as Rams Yeet has said in the chat. Welcome to those of you that are going to join now for the halftime chat. Chelsea 0, West Ham 1. This could not be any worse right now. Levi Colwill with an awful pass back, and it's not the first time it's happened. Colwill being too nonchalant at the back. And Jared Bowen pounces on it, and he finishes well. I'm not going to blame Jorgensen for that. I think Jorgensen had a good half other than that. But Chelsea have been awful. Absolutely awful. We're completely void of ideas. Oh, if the club aren't working on bringing in a striker right now, flipping heck, man. Flipping heck. What more do you need to see? Chelsea have been so bad. Like, we should be winning this game, getting back in the top 4. And this is, again, Maresca now has got a half-time team talk to change things here. And if he doesn't think that bringing off Jackson now is the right thing to do, blimey. Blimey. It's just no ideas whatsoever. What are you guys thinking? Is there any way we can actually get back into this game? I just don't see where the goal's coming from. It's a brilliant free kick from Palmer, to be fair, at the end of the half. But let's be flipping real, man. What is Colwill doing? What is Colwill doing? Every time, the pressure from Jared Bowen and Mohamed Kudus was excellent. Excellent. Every time Chelsea centre-backs are on the ball, they're putting pressure on them. West Ham will sit back. Graham Potter's game plan here has been absolutely perfect. And West Ham fans going absolutely potty in the away end as Stamford Bridge is a joke. Absolute joke. That was, for me, the most boring performance I've seen this season. At least the Everton game, you could see that there was a storm affecting the game. This is like, it's like an exhibition match. It's like we're playing someone's testimonial. Awful first half. Absolutely awful. Palmer is a ghost. Palmer's the only player that's had a shot. Palmer's free kick was fantastic. That was almost an incredible goal, but it's a brilliant save from Areola. And then he had a shot again straight after. Palmer's the only person that can do anything. Thank you, Alok, for the donation. Absolutely no fight for the team. Everybody just looks so off of it. Spend $200 million and bring in Isak. It's too late now. We've left it until what? The final flipping hour of the transfer window. There's an hour left of the window, I think, or 2 hours. It's a good finish from Jared Bowen, to be fair. But look, Chelsea. What is going on? What is going on? We're losing every aerial battle. Yet we insist on that being the only way that we can create anything. I don't think we're going to win. I think we've lost, guys. I genuinely do. I don't see where the goal's going to come from. I hate to be that guy. What a save from Areola. I've just seen the free kick again. It's a brilliant reach. I think that's going in off the post. I think that free kick is going down as being just as good as the Brighton one. Almost magic from Cole Palmer. Not quite. If it was me, I'm bringing on Mark Guiu right now for Nicholas Jackson. And to be fair, Tosin and Chalobah should be the partnership now. Colwill should be dropped after that as well. It's not good enough. It's just too lackadaisical, too nonchalant, and he's literally gifted a goal. Back three needed. Cucurella advancing too much. Thank you, Phil, for the $5. How these players are not embarrassed after performances like this. Where is their pride? They need to respond in the second half. Chelsea need to come out here. We need to see something like we saw at the Molineux. Remember against Wolves when we came out in the second half and we were just blistering. We were on fire. But it's just too easy to play against Chelsea. Teams at the start of this season, they took a risk against Chelsea and Maresca punished them. Now, all you need to do is go back to what Chelsea haven't been able to do for years because we don't have a proper striker. And that is just park a low block. Palmer or bust once again. Thank you, JP, for the donation. I mean, Jackson just so off. Like, he started the season so well. I genuinely thought, based on the way that Jackson started the season, I'm like, no, you know what? He's improving. He's getting better. But this form from Nicholas Jackson right now is worse than at any point last season when we were criticising him. Chelsea should literally be looking at this game right now. And how on earth we can only talk about flipping Matisse Amougou. Willian's in the stands there. I'd flip and take Willian right now. Thank you, Strange, for the donation. Appreciate it. First one on the stream. Guys, make sure you hit the like button on this stream. If you're not subscribed yet to GBFC, make sure you are subscribed to the George Benson Football Channel. Because I'm telling you now, we're not going to hold back in this 6 Things We Learnt video either. There is a clear as day problem here at Chelsea right now. And it isn't just about transfers, okay? The performance on the pitch is so feeble. The way that we are not creating anything needs to be studied. How on earth were Chelsea so good at the start of this season? We were blowing teams away. Up until about a month and a half ago, we were the top scorers in the Premier League, scoring more goals than anybody in the league. Now we can hardly buy a goal for love nor money unless it's a tap-in from a mistake. Like, the only time we looked like scoring against Man City last week was a mistake from a brand new centre-back at Manchester City. It's an absolute shambles. Absolute shambles. And to be fair, I've backed Maresca a lot and I will continue to back Maresca. But he needs to change something. You can't just keep... The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. When things aren't going your way, you've got to find alternatives. There has to be a plan B. We saw Maresca last season at Leicester. They had that period of time where they had a good start and then they just fell off. They became... Teams knew and understood how to play against them. Going to do another poll, guys. I want to see the halftime response to this. Are we winning this game? Let me know by answering this poll. There's over 3,600 people in the stream right now. There is a little bit of lag on the stream. I do apologise for that. Not much I can do. Should be okay. Should be good. Our plan B has been loaned out. No, it's true. It's actually so true. Our plan B is now on loan at AC Milan. Flipping heck, man. What an absolute joke. Tottenham have asked Bayern to include a buy option clause for Matisse Tell. Medical done in London. Loan deal in place and discussions ongoing. Matisse Tell's going to flipping Tottenham. Even Tottenham are signing attackers that we wanted. I mean, Matisse Tell's an absolute plonker. Anselmino stays at Chelsea. Aaron Anselmino does stay at Chelsea. And to be fair, he's a left-sided centre-back. We should be playing him. Guys, I'm going to get some more water before the second half starts. I'll be back in a second, all right? We need to change something up here. This glass takes so long to fill up. More positivity I'm seeing in the chat. How can we be? How can we be positive right now when we've got 2 hours left of the transfer window? Chelsea are being beaten by Spurs to attacking targets that we had. We wanted to sign Matisse Tell, but he didn't want to come to us. And then in the process, we've got rid of a number 10 in Carney Chukwuemeka, who's actually a really good player. And we have got rid of Joao Felix on loan. What are we doing? What are we doing? Cash Cow FC, mate. It's an embarrassment. It's an absolute embarrassment. We're playing now against a West Ham team that are going to park the bus. They've parked the bus perfectly so far. We're being schooled by a manager that wasn't good enough for Chelsea, that we begged the owners to sack because he was so poor. We're getting cooked here. We're getting roasted. We're getting absolutely roasted. This is a shambles from Chelsea Football Club. A shambles. We sign a kid from St Etienne who's 18 years old, 19 years old. He don't score goals. He doesn't get assists. He's playing for a team that are going to get relegated in France. What are we flipping doing, man? What are we doing? What has happened to my club? What has happened to my football club? I'm even looking at the fact that Willian is a player in the stands right now, and I'd flip and sign him. I'd sign Willian. At least he'd score goals. Nah, this is a very low point. Half time right now in the Chelsea-West Ham game, this is a big low point in the season for me. Mega. Flipping heck. There's a mosquito, is there? Piss off, mate. Guys, this second half has to change. If we don't see serious change in this second half, Maresca's going to start getting it now as well. I'm not saying Maresca out, because to be fair, like he's got nothing to work with. I mean, he does, but then that's not even true either. He's got Christopher Nkunku. There's Neto on the bench. He's got things to work with. He's got to find a way to get the best out of the players. In fact, no, you know what? I'm catching myself live here. Maresca does need to be blamed a bit more. It's not like we don't have players that could actually come on and change the game. West Ham United, right? Let's flip this the other way, because then you can identify the problem as being a big Chelsea thing. If West Ham had Christopher Nkunku, Pedro Neto, A, they're both starting every single match. They'd be one of the best players in their squad. B, if it was half-time and Graham Potter had Neto, Nkunku, Mark Guiu, and West Ham were losing, he's bringing them on, isn't he? Chelsea are aging me. I'm sorry that your message got banned because it was caps. Sorry about that. But you're absolutely spot on. Looking at the stats now, the halftime stats, 63% possession, 12 shots to West Ham's 4. Like, we've had 3 times the amount of flipping shots that they have. Guys, stop with the spam in the chat, man. Oh, dearie me. But to answer your question, pardon me, blimey. To pardon your question, or answer your question, sorry, I think we're going to lose. I genuinely believe we're going to lose. I'm looking at the answers to the poll now. Please get involved with the vote, guys. There are 1,000 votes already. We're also very close to 1,000 likes. Let's see if we can get to 1,000 likes on the stream before half time. We are almost there. We are 150 likes away. I know there's not much to like right now, because Chelsea once again letting us down. 1-0 down at half-time to West Ham. Graham Potter's West Ham. Stamford Bridge under the lights. This should be somewhere that people fear to come and play. West Ham running out for the second half. Graham Potter knows. He knows this would be a massive win for them in their season. Huge. They could build upon this, West Ham. Chelsea right now, we've got no hope. We've got absolutely no hope. We're not good enough. We're getting rid of all of our flipping players, signing no one. Oh, man. All right, the second half is about to get underway. Chelsea kicking. We're not cooking at all. Kicking into the Matthew Harding. Come on, Chelsea. Referee's ready. Come on. Whistle goes for the start of the second half. Chelsea 0, West Ham 1. And we move. We absolutely need to get back into this game. A draw is not a good result here. It's not. Jackson loses the ball early. No changes at half-time from Enzo Maresca as well. We do have players on the bench that could make a difference. Kudus, now Wan-Bissaka. Colwell flicks the ball on. It's come to Emerson. Oh, my word. Emerson hits a volley just over the crossbar. Get the GBFC sign back. It seems to have been the lucky charm. I mean, to be fair, it's all gone wrong since the GBFC sign fell down, but we can't fix it, I'm afraid. And I'm actually leaving Bali in 20 days. So, yeah, we're going to have some different backgrounds. Oh, dear. So the poll is saying 61% saying no to Chelsea winning the game. Just keep voting. We've hit 1,000 likes as well, so big shout out to you guys that have hit the like button on the stream. Make sure you are subscribed to the George Benson Football channel so you don't miss 6 Things We Learn, which will be out straight after full time, as usual. Thank you, Phil, for the $5 donation. Let's be honest, it's a battle to make it to Europe now. We'll be lucky to finish top 6. The way that we're playing and the way that we're going and the way that the transfer window has gone, this will go down as the worst transfer window of these new owners. The worst one. The absolute worst one. Deary me. Thank you, Leo Hayes, for the £2 donation. He's being deported. No, I'm not. Come on. Sancho. Crossing into the box again. No one there in the box. Is like, what are you doing? Enzo Fernandez is not even 6 foot tall. Why are you crossing the ball into the box to him? Expected him to win it in the air against West Ham. It's dumb. It's just so dumb. Stamford Bridge. Stamford Bridge. I don't know where Stamford Bridge is in the world right now. Even my nan's moved house. So Stamford Bridge is gone. Because that was a crusty old fridge, to be fair. I remember opening it one day. I think I found a cheesecake from about 4 Christmases ago. So dead to watch. So dead. Sancho's played well, but again, the end product just isn't there. It's not enough. It's not good enough. Oh, dear. 2 shots on goal, both from Cole Palmer in injury time in the first half. One of them from a dead ball free kick. We've got to score in the first. We've got to score before the hour mark. That's for sure. This game is still there to win. I'm telling you. We just got to flip and try something a bit different. Keep crossing it in to the flipping ghosts in the box. There's Big Jenna in the chat. Oh, and then we go backwards again. Backwards again. Palmer will score a hat-trick. I said that on Twitter, didn't I? Looking like an idiot now. That's what Twitter people love too. Playing like a wet fart. Noni is trying to beat 3 men. Just no one around him. Stamford Bridge needs to get behind the players here. I know it's frustrating, but we've got to try something. Caicedo, that's a decent looking ball, but headed away again. It's just cross, cross, cross. Here's Cole Palmer. It's a free kick. Jackson keeps on slipping. Jackson's not been able to stay on his feet the whole game. Deary me. Deary me. If he can't stay up, he needs to be sat down on the bench. We all know that. We all know that. But, I mean, Maresca doesn't back anyone else to come on. Even earlier, he was going to bring Guiu on. Cole Palmer does shoot. Blocked. Caicedo. Chelsea now trying to build up from the left-hand side. Mark Guiu coming on. Good. Absolutely brilliant. Finally. Like that's good. That's how I want to see it be. Like, I don't expect anything from Guiu either, by the way. I don't expect Mark Guiu to actually do anything because he's flipping 19 years old, hardly ever plays. But he's coming on, which is great news. 51 minutes into the game, Maresca is making substitutions. 6 minutes starting in the second half. Nothing changes. Good news. Come on then. Let's see it. This is Mark Guiu's chance. This is it. If Guiu gets Chelsea back in this game, Neto's coming on as well. Is it going to be Madueke that comes off or Sancho? I think Sancho's played well, but his final ball's just been poor. No. Headed away by Reese, but it comes as far as... hit it over. Cresswell hits it over. Sancho coming off. We have hit 1,000 likes, so big shout out to you guys now. There's 2 substitutions. Guiu and Neto, 51 minutes into this game, coming on. Jackson's coming off. He's been awful. He's been shocking. Nicholas Jackson, shocking again. And Jadon Sancho also coming off. So we've got Neto and Madueke on the wings now. Deary me. I think Sancho's played well. But, I mean, he's not been able to beat Wan-Bissaka, really, has he? Mark Guiu is on for Nicholas Jackson. This is showing you. This is literally telling you. Chelsea have got 2 hours left of the transfer window, and we are bringing on a 19-year-old kid that we bought for 5 million quid from Barcelona to change the game for Chelsea when we're behind. Oh, dear. I expect nothing, but I'm happy he's done that. I'm happy that Maresca has actually taken the initiative to take Jackson off because he's been so bad. He's been a waste of a player. Come on, Chelsea. Let's see it then. Let's see it. It looks like Mark Guiu's gone over... No, it hasn't. They look... Guiu and Neto look quite similar from different angles. Neto hugging the touchline. West Ham are happy to just win the ball back in these central areas all the time. They're playing so narrow, West Ham, and then they're using the width to get forward. It's actually so smart from Potter. Wan-Bissaka now getting forward. Neto chasing him down, doesn't beat him. Kudus is there with the cross. Reece James wins the header. Noni Madueke, awful clearance away. Only as far as Emerson. Enzo Fernandez, good interception from him, but even he's giving it away. Caicedo wins the tackle. That's how you win the ball back. And then Caicedo then wins the foul. Excellent. Referee waves play on. That's a foul, though, on the West Ham player. This is so bad. This is so bad, guys. This is absolutely flipping dross from Chelsea. In every stretch of the imagination, we've got time after time to make a tackle. We don't make it unless it's Caicedo. No one can tackle apart from Caicedo. It's embarrassing. Time and time again, we can clear the ball away. Scuffed clearance. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. I'm telling you, our season's flipping done, man. Absolutely flipping done. Shut up, mate, with the flipping fake goal bullshit. Just go to a different stream and ruin their stream. I'm not happy. I'm not happy. And the only player that we've signed in this January window is another kid that will never play. It's an absolute joke. Oh, dear. 40 minutes to go. Not even. 35 minutes to go. I can't even count. All of the noise as well is coming from West Ham fans too. Get Mason the dog on. Flipping the dog will do better than half of these dogs out there right now, I'm telling you. What a great performance from West Ham. Not that they've had to do very much. Graham Potter's there in the dugout, shouting, barking orders. Maresca's currently got his finger on his nose. God. Could do with putting some up that, mate, couldn't you? Come on. First time viewer. Well, welcome to the stream. I'm sorry that this is not what you'd want right now as a Chelsea fan. We're losing to West Ham at home. Is there a chance for Chelsea to win? I think no. I genuinely don't see how we're going to score. If anything, West Ham look more likely to score. Havertz is laughing his arse off right now. I mean, to be fair, most people are normally laughing their arse off at Havertz, and not just Chelsea fans. Everybody's normally laughing at Havertz, so he can laugh at us if he wants to. Rehire Potter, he's turned the corner. This is what makes this even worse. Enzo Fernandez out wide to Noni. Patient build-up from Chelsea, but this just doesn't look like we've got any kind of incision capacity whatsoever. Reece James blocked again. Oh, Soler's beaten James. James does well with the recovery. And there's a foul from Caicedo. He's going to get booked for that. It's a yellow card. Reece James, it actually is with the yellow. 1.5 billion spent. Thank you, Matt, for the donation. And in need of a total rebuild. I mean... Oh, dear. Oh, this actually sucks. James is so slow now. Yeah, he used to be very quick on that recovery pace, didn't he? Thank you for the nice commentary compliment. It's just I've got nothing good to say. I've got nothing good to say. I'd also bring Gusto on for James now that James is on a yellow, because West Ham have just tried to counter the whole game. Free kick. Cresswell went for goal, for goodness sake. Oh dear. This is not looking good. It's not looking good. Wan-Bissaka's been the best player on the pitch. I'm telling you. Aaron Wan-Bissaka has been the best player on the pitch. Oh, one of you win the flipping ball, man. This is embarrassing. Chelsea's £250 million midfield there. Shocking. Jared Bowen, like, look at this. That's what fight. That is the word fight. They're still going. Colwell with a tackle. Oh my God. They've got players diving in with diving headers. Wan-Bissaka now forward. Colwell heads it away. Get your foot on it, Noni. Flipping trap the ball and do something. Guiu holds it up nicely. Noni Madueke. Come on, Chelsea. We need a goal like now. Like 5 flipping minutes ago. 10 minutes ago. The referee's on the floor. Cole Palmer beats the ref. Mark Guiu. Pedro Neto. Go on. Neto. Palmer's on the edge of the box. Neto again. It's the same as Sancho. Just pathetic. Pathetic. The player's right in front of you. Oh, dear. Oh, this is so embarrassing. I'm flipping done with this, man. Tosin's going to have a shot from 40 yards, is he? Nope. Even that. Just shoot. Just shoot, mate. Just shoot. And he does shoot and it goes over. Fuck off. Book the ref. Yeah, the ref should get a yellow for that. Disrupting the flow of the play, mate. This is bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Reece James is coming off for Gusto. I mean, I did literally just say that a second ago, so I'm happy with that. And Nkunku is also on for Noni. That's good. I actually think this is good from Maresca, to be fair. He's taken Noni off, who's not really done much the whole game. Christopher Nkunku is now on the pitch. I mean, Maresca is using his squad now. For the rest of this season, these are the players that he's got to call upon because he's got rid of Chukwuemeka. We got rid of Joao Felix. So this is it. Mark Hughes on the pitch. Nkunku's on the pitch. We are seeing again toothless Chelsea. Now let's see if the players that have come off the bench can make a difference. Maybe this is the moment for Nkunku. Maybe it actually is going to happen for him after all. Who knows? But we need something. Cole Palmer's moving over to the right wing, it looks like. But Nkunku is now on the left wing, which we know Nkunku on the left wing is awful. Get Nkunku in a central area. Don't put him out there. I mean, the personnel changes is good, but it's about what we do with the shape now. Neto's moved over to the right, and Nkunku's playing on the left wing. Levi Cole will now get him forward. Caicedo, Chelsea again, side to side. Cole Palmer now over on the right, gets it on his left foot. It's a good ball, it's a decent ball in, and Nkunku's got to try and gamble with that a bit. I'm going to ban this guy that keeps saying Palmer scored. Everything is so slow. We don't have a 9. I mean, no, not really. Oh, dear. Apologies for the lag, guys. As soon as we get a big influx of viewers... Why am I leaving Bali? Too much construction. The robbery was just kind of ticked me off a little bit as well. But there's too much construction here now. They don't improve the infrastructure. Yeah, the island is not what it used to be. Come on, Chelsea. Nkunku. That's neat footwork. But again, it's just... Nkunku slipping. What is it with the studs? Like, what is it with the flipping studs? Come on, Chelsea. We need a goal now. We cannot lose to flipping Graham Potter. Malo Gusto. Pedro Neto trying to do what Noni couldn't do in the first half. Neto, great ball in. Go on. Fernandez. Neto, you got to finish. Yes, come on. 1-1. Get in there. Pedro Neto has just come on and he scores. Big moment for Chelsea. Pedro Neto has equalised. And it is 1-1 at Stamford Bridge. Game on again. Maybe it's not over. Maybe it's not over. Pedro Neto has equalised for Chelsea. It's 1-1. Well, we've made the changes. That is good for Maresca. I'm praising that, to be fair. We've made changes, and one of the substitutions has come on. 12 minutes after coming on, Neto has a goal. Gusto getting forward as well. We just look a little bit more confident. We can add an extra player into the attack because Reece James is quite often staying back. Neto's initial cross was great, and he does get the goal at the second time of asking. (1-1). 25 minutes to go. Game on again at Stamford Bridge. Offside? No way. How can it be offside? Wan-Bissakan's literally... Or maybe... Oh, he's offside. Cucurella's offside. Brilliant. It's not 1-1. Unreal. I mean, he is off. It is actually off. Great. Let me just change the title of the stream again. Make it back to 1-0. It is offside. Cucurella is offside. It's gonna be ruled out. But who does it come off? It doesn't come off of Mark Guiu's head. The West Ham player touches it, surely. It looks like... Wait. Yeah, it comes off Soufal. It comes off Soufal. That comes off of Soufal. It doesn't touch Mark Guiu's head, and it hits Soufal. This should be a goal. That's got to be a goal, man. It's got to be a goal. I'm flipping changing the title back. Come on. It is 1-1. Slightly lucky. It's got to be a goal. Come on. Yes, come on. 1-1. Get in. Come on. Game on. Game on. To be fair, it did look very, very much as though it could have been off. Jared Bowen's got looking like, ooh, shut up, mate. Just an idiot. He's crying because Colwell shoulder barged him in the build-up. Come on. We can win this now. We can win this. Now it's becoming a bit of a London derby. Yellow card for Enzo Fernandez. Come on, Chelsea. I don't know. I think he's given a yellow card there to who? Souček or Palmer as well? That is a dirty little tackle from behind there from Enzo, to be fair. Yes, the West Ham player did head it on. Thomas Souček with the header. And it is 1-1 at Stamford Bridge. Come on, Chelsea. Come on. I said 2-1, didn't I? Palmer's also been given a yellow card there. Two silly yellow cards there. Just kind of letting the energy of the tie get to us. Where am I heading after Bali? Thailand first and then Japan. Very exciting. And then back to the UK for a bit. Kudus now for West Ham. Looking to get a shooting position. That will be a West Ham corner. The game's spicing up a lot now. What are we saying with the poll now? I'm going to end that poll, actually, because that was at half-time. 60% of people said we wouldn't win the game. So far, it is the substitutions from Enzo Maresca that is doing the job. Come on. 69th minute. Chelsea 1, West Ham 1. Game on at Stamford Bridge. London derby. This is going to be an exciting end to this match. Cresswell with the ball in. Mark Guiu comes away with it. West Ham fans wanting a penalty there for handball. Don't think they're going to get that. Chelsea also wanting a free kick. Guiu's on the floor. Referee is just waving play on there. Guiu's got to get up. Good ball in. Oh, Mohamed Kudus hits the post. What a chance. What a chance. No flag. He was onside. And that should have been 2-1 West Ham. Chelsea defence all over the place. He would have been offside anyway. But like, look at the line. Look at the way that we're defending that. Like, just look at the way that the bodies are all spread out there in the box. It's so bad defending. Awful. But we're lucky that we are actually playing him on or off for us. 20 minutes to go. Let's see it then. Chelsea defence in disarray. Come on. Emerson manages to win. Goal kick there off of Enzo Fernandez. Attack centrally for once. We need to just beat the man. We need to beat the man. Guys, if you're in the stream, make sure you hit the like button on the stream and subscribe to GBFC if you haven't already done so. 6 Things We Learned will be uploaded straight after the end of the stream. So make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you don't miss it. Let me just get rid of this other cat that's just come into our kitchen. Flipping cat coming in, trying to steal my cat's food. Little bastard. We'll have him. Come on. Thank you very much to those of you that just smashed the like button and subscribed. Here we go. Pedro Neto. The initial cross in the build-up to the goal that he scored was from Neto, and it was excellent. Come on, Chelsea. Caicedo looking to beat his man twice. He does that. And Nkunku, a little bit sloppy. Here's Malo Gusto. Oh, that's a poor ball. Poor ball. One more goal. Come on. I feel like there could be 2 more goals in the game, though, to be honest. Feels like a London derby now. Come on. I think Chelsea actually do go back into 4th, though, if we draw this. Because of the goal difference. A late winner for Mark Yu would be unbelievable. There's been 27 attempts in this match. Doesn't feel like a game where it's been that many. Go on, Neto. Go on. Neto, that's a lovely little ball over to Nkunku. Come on. Is Neto again. Gusto. Left foot. That's a decent ball in, actually. Now Cucurella. Oh, he's crosses a bit. Ah, blocked again. West Ham getting so many bodies. Come on. Yes, Enzo Fernandez. I think Enzo Fernandez has played well today, to be fair. Neto again getting forward. Come on. Crosses it in. It's just another poor cross. Here's Palmer. Go on, Cole. Go on, Cole. Yes! Come on! Get in! Cole Palmer scores. Chelsea are winning. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back. Cole Palmer with the goal. And Chelsea, we have managed to come back. Get in. Deflection. But Cole Palmer scores. I told you he was going to score. I said he'd score a worldie. And he nearly scored a worldie in the first half. But he's got his goal. And it's Chelsea 2, West Ham 1. Come on. Come on. And he made this himself. This is what we've got to do. Make it yourself. It comes off of Wan-Bissaka. I think it's on target. We're giving that to Palmer, surely. Come on, 2-1 Chelsea. Big celebration from Maresca as well. Excellent. Chelsea 2-1 up. And it's a yellow card for the West Ham man for bringing down Cole Palmer. Thinking about the boxes, guys, for 6 things we learned. Starting to think about it with about 15 minutes to go. Come on. Get in. Much more urgency. We're lagging out. Yeah, I know the it is lagging a bit. Sorry. Maybe I've knocked the cable. Audio lagging. Let me check. Should be okay. Sorry if it's lagging. Looks like I might have knocked the cable a little bit. Goal given as an own goal. No way. Thank you, Enzo Maresca, for the donation. Mic's off. Mic is cutting out. Really? Should be okay now. I'm not sure why it keeps cutting off. Go on. Oh, it's nearly 3-1. Gusto puts the ball back in again. Cole gets up with a header. Goal kick. I don't actually think it's the microphone. I think it's just generally the connection's been a bit wank for the past few minutes or so. The mic isn't mute. 1,200 likes. We're doing good. Mic is still dying. I think it's just the stream's lagging. Don't think I muted you. Guys, is it actually that bad? Like, people are saying it's fine. Mic terrible. Yeah, just refresh the stream and it should be okay. Alright, cool. Cool. Okay. Chat, I think we're good. I'm being trolled. Yeah, I love people that love to waste time. Anyway, Chelsea on the attack again. We've managed to turn this game around, which is absolutely brilliant. Go on. Palmer. Palmer again. Oh! Very, very close from Palmer. He's cooking now. He is cooking now. So close from Palmer, actually. So close. So close to 3-1 there from Palmer. Are they really giving that as an own goal? Let me see what they've done on the Premier League app. Oh, guys, I'm so happy with this, though. We are moving back into the top 4. 2 points ahead of City. If we can hold on. We've given an own goal to Wan-Bissaka. If that was like Salah or Haaland or something, then the goal would be given to them. I'm giving that to Palmer. I'm sorry. Benson, give us a wave. Benson, give us a wave. I just realised that was the most awkward put my hand up and wave I've ever seen. Like, we're playing so much better now. We're playing so much better. This should be the starting 11. This should be the starting 11 against Brighton. Neto's giving absolutely everything out there again. And he's got himself a goal. We've still got to keep ourselves tight at the back, though. Good. Defensive line better again. Oh, no, it definitely is an own goal, to be fair. Like, the goal is all made by Palmer, so why doesn't he just get the goal? Such a stupid ruling. Benson apologised to Neto. Why would I apologise to Neto? This is what I've wanted from him. This is what he hasn't been doing. I'm not going to apologise. This is what the footballer's job is, to put in this level of effort and performance. Neto's even said it himself that he could have done so much better. Well, guys, we have turned it around. We are winning 2-1. This is looking good. We're actually playing well now too, which is fantastic. I'm not apologising to no one. Please refrain from using foul language. I'll try. Kudus now. Ooh. Jorgensen gets the second ball. Good. Caicedo having to make the tackles again. Come on, Chelsea. Yeah, if the audio sounds bad, just refresh the stream. There was a bit of lag earlier. Whenever something good happens, we get a bit of lag. It's weird. Well, whenever something important happens in the game, weirdly. Come on, Chelsea. Get a third. Sell Sanchez to Gillingham FC, someone's saying. Yeah, the mic is good now. I know it is. Come on. 7 minutes of normal time to go. How long left in the transfer window? 2 hours, I think. Chelsea free kick. Cucurella fouled. Come on. I've just seen the reaction to the Palmer goal. It is such a laggy stream today. I do apologise for that. Thank you for those of you that have stayed tuned. That is a great thing about when I go to Bangkok for a month. The internet in Bangkok is unreal. There's an apartment that I might go and look at soon that is 2,000 megabits per second, 2 gigabytes up and down, which is insane. Like, we're talking serious quality streams there. Palmer clapping. The Matthew Harding lower. The goal will probably be given as an own goal to Wan-Bissaka, which, to be fair, it should be. 2 gigabytes a second is madness. Yeah, I know. Imagine how good the stream's going to be. 1 hour left. It's 1 hour of the transfer. Oh, yeah, shit. Yeah, it's 11 p.m. Yeah, sorry. There is 1 hour and 15 minutes of the transfer window remaining. Palmer's delaying the stream. He's so funny. He's delaying the corner, not delaying the stream. Well, he's delaying the stream, technically. Go on. Oh, Tosin won the first ball. Enzo Fernandez, who I actually think Enzo Fernandez has played very well today. Go on. Oh, Comes to Neto on the edge. Goes for the volley. Go on, Gusto. Come on. 4 minutes to go. Chelsea are now really starting to play some good football. It's funny that, when you take off some of the dead wood. Neto up against Cresswell. Go on, Neto. Neto's been absolutely unbelievable as well. Okay, 4 minutes to go. And I'm a bit nervous still, but like West Ham probably will get another chance, won't they? They're gonna get one more chance. Wan-Bissaka. Oh, I thought actually he'd probably been the best player on the pitch until the own goal. Brilliant from Palmer. Look at that. That is brilliant from Cole Palmer. But no. No. Oh, what an interception. Enzo Fernandez, man. Enzo Fernandez, my man of the match now. Huge blocks at the back. Neto gets his body in the way. Yes, brilliant from Neto. That's it. That's it. This is the fight. This is the passion. This is the flipping pride in the Chelsea badge that was so lacking at times in this game. This is the response. This is really much better. Much better. I'm going to quickly pee. Okay, I'm having to dry my hands on my own leg. Chalobah's coming on. Come on, Chelsea. Just park the bus. Do anything to not concede. Palmer's coming off with 2 minutes to go. He's been good. I think Palmer's had a good game. Come on, Chelsea. I mean, to be fair, so far my prediction has been pretty otherworldly so far. 2-1 Chelsea, I said, and Palmer to score. Although it's not going to be his goal, but like, I'm claiming it. I'm claiming it. George has a tiny bladder. I hope you wash your hands. I did. I dried them on my trousers. Come on, we're into the 90th minute now. Gusto getting forward. This is good. This is where we need the legs. Malo Gusto. Lovely. Nkunku. Oh, should have shot, mate. Nkunku went for the pass to Cucurella. He should have shot. Tosin's... Go on. 7 minutes. Where you get 7 minutes from, you mug? 7 minutes? This is ridiculous. Wan-Bissaka. No. Come on, Chelsea, defend. Goal kick. Come on. Where has he got 7 minutes from, though? Like, genuinely, how do you get 7 minutes out of that? Cool, this could be a big win. Where did they get 7 minutes from? Ah, yeah, the VAR. Yeah, I guess so. Pedro's goal check. Yeah, I guess so. Oh, come on. Less than 5 minutes to go. Come on, Chelsea. I'm looking more tense than Maresca. Well, yeah, because we haven't won. Well, I mean, we did beat Wolves, yeah, but like, this is a big win. This is a great result. This is a really good win because we've made changes inside the game that have affected the way that we've played. Like, we've played so much better since the substitutions, and he made the subs early. Like, the proof is in the pudding, man. Like, it's so flipping obvious what needs to happen here at Chelsea. On the pitch. Like, there's a lot of things that need to happen off the pitch that haven't happened and won't happen. Come on. Back into the top 4 at this rate. Go on. And Nkunku. Nkunku's not really done anything since he's come on, to be honest. Top 4 again. Come on, Neto. Neto's been unreal since he's come on. Go on. Guiu. Well played. Gusto. Oh, towards Cucurella. Pressure on. Gusto. No foul. Neto. Brilliant. Pedro Neto, man. Absolutely outstanding. Absolutely outstanding from Pedro Neto. Who's your man of the match? Let me know your man of the match in the comments. I normally don't like giving man of the match until literally the full-time whistle goes, but I'd love to know what you guys, or who you think has been the best player out there. Personally, for me, I think Enzo Fernandez has been excellent. Okay, we'll do a really quick poll because we've only got 4 minutes to go. Okay. I'm gonna have 3 options. We're gonna have Palmer, Enzo, and Neto as the options. Go on. Go on. Oh, Guiu's on the floor. He's injured himself. No. 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 Oh, what a block. Tosin. What a block. What a block. Oh, man, that's a match-winning block. That is unreal. What a block from Tosin. That. Oh, my word. I can't believe what I've just seen. Oh, my word. We're less than 2.5 minutes to go. Mark Guiu's down injured. Oh. I can't believe that block from Tosin, man. What a block. That is unbelievable. That is a match-winning block. Man of the match for Sanchez for staying on the bench. I agree. I concur. Oh, man. Bloody hell. Guys, get involved. We've got 2 minutes left of the stream, so get involved with the poll. Let's see how many votes we can get. We're almost at 1,300 likes as well, which is mega. So make sure you like the stream, and if you're not yet subscribed to this YouTube channel, hit the subscribe button because 6 Things We Learn is coming your way very soon. Oh, my word. This is too nervy. This is too nervy. I think we've made all of our substitutions too. Less than 2 minutes on. Please. Tosin has done this before. Yes, Philip Jorgensen's got the ball. Come on. We're nearly there. Nearly there. Come on. Hold on. Just hold on. Come on. Come on. Distribution from Jorgensen. It's fine. It's good. It's long enough. Straight to Areola, though. Almost a shot on target from our goalkeeper. Mark Guiu is injured. Yeah, he can't really move. We have literally got 40 seconds of the time remaining. Come on. Please hold on, Chelsea. Please hold on. Make sure you're subscribed to GBFC. Smack a like on this stream now. We are about to get a massive 3 points, I hope. Are we? No. Jorgensen with a save. Come on. Come on. Oh, this is so nervy. This is so nervy. Blow the flipping whistle, man. Jorgensen with the save. Someone said Daddy Jorgensen. That's well funny. Okay, anyway, guys. Subscribe to the George Benson Football channel right now. It's full time. Chelsea have won it. 6 things we learned is coming. I will see you guys in the video. Get in. Mega result for Chelsea. Come on. Come on.